fast or good. Just pick one, right? Wrong. That myth is killing your marketing performance and keeping your competitors way ahead. Let's destroy the fast versus good lie once and for all and show you exactly how top brands are getting ahead. If you're leading a marketing team today, you're under tons of pressure, right? More than ever. You've got to move fast. You've got to look amazing. And then somehow you're expected to do it all at once without more budget, without more headcount, and without sacrificing brand trust. So let's break it down on how to actually pull it off. Now let's be real about something that a lot of marketing leaders are still clinging to because it used to be true. You've been told, maybe even taught, that you have to make a trade-off. If you want content fast, it's gonna look cheap, rushed, and amateur. And if you want premium, polished, and truly brand elevating content, you better settle in because it's gonna take months and months for production to catch up and a bigger budget. Well, for a long time, that was the reality for marketing teams. That's just how marketing operations were built months and even years ago. But here's reality check. That's the old model of marketing. It doesn't work like that anymore. And today's best brands, they're the ones that are dominating their markets. They are industry leaders. They are growing faster and launching campaigns constantly and consistently. And they don't accept that trade-off. They demand both. They demand both premium, on-brand, story-driven content, and then they also demand it at the speed of actual marketing cycles. They're not waiting 6 months to launch a product. They're not burning campaigns because the content's still sitting in approvals. They know attention is short. They know speed wins, and they know brand consistency is a non-negotiable. So they stopped playing by the old rules and they focused on the new model. But here's the kicker. The brands that are doing this well, they're not hiring giant bloated agencies that move like dinosaurs. They're not stuffing their already maxed out in-house teams with even more projects and praying that somehow it works out. They're doing something smarter. They're building elastic production engines. Here's what that means. Instead of a big, slow agency, instead of an overwhelmed internal team, they build a system where content production can scale up instantly when they have a product launch and then scale back when things are lighter without blowing up budgets, timelines, or quality. They're working with on-demand content partners who aren't just random freelancers, but brand-aligned creative extensions that deliver high-end assets at the speed of real marketing demands. Now, it's not magic. It's not cutting corners. It's not sacrificing your brand voice just to move faster. It's simply just a smarter structure. It's how modern marketing teams win. They stop thinking about content production as a bottleneck, and they start thinking about it as a growth engine, one that is flexible, one that is fast, one that never forces them to pick between quality or speed ever again. And if your content system can't do that yet, that's not a reason to panic. It's an opportunity to evolve how you're thinking about your marketing and your systems. Then honestly, the brands who evolve first, well, they win first. Okay, now that we've talked about the problem a little bit more, let's step back and reframe how we think about content production. Because here's the real deal. There's an old model of doing this and it's broken. And then there's a new model that's proven scalable and actually built for the speed of modern marketing. And let's walk through it. So the old model, this is the broken thinking that's not working anymore. The old model is what most marketing teams still try to operate on today. And it looks like this. One big internal team trying to do everything, from videos to ads to podcasts to campaign design. There are overbooked creative leads, marketing managers wearing way too many hats, and the timelines are just slowed down and stuff doesn't get done. Even simple stuff. It's like 4 to 6 weeks minimum just to get assets brainstormed, produced, approved, and published. And guess what happens in that system? Everyone's stressed, everyone's rushing, and everyone's still falling behind. No one wins in that system. Not the brand, not the team, not the growth targets. Now let's talk about the new model. This is what smart, fast-growing brands are doing. It's called building an elastic production engine. It's designed to make sure that your content production always matches your marketing ambition without bottlenecks or burnout on your in-house team. There are built-in team extensions here. You don't try to do everything internally anymore. Instead, you work with on-demand production partners like Content Supply, who plug directly into your brand, your messaging, and your goals. They already know your style. They already know your approval process. They're a natural extension of your internal team, not just a random outsourced vendor. You also focus on strategic production models. So instead of last minute scrambling every time a new campaign pops up, you follow a proven strategic system, a system that plans content around real business priorities, batches creation, fast tracks production, and never lets creativity get bottlenecked by chaos. It's intentional, it's aligned, and it's built for real speed. You also have streamlined approvals, and maybe the best part, no more 15 rounds of feedback. No more "where's the latest version" emails. No more waiting 3 weeks just to change a thumbnail. With a brand guide, one streamlined feedback loop, and a tight creative rhythm, your content gets to market faster, sharper, and with way less stress. You also have a scalable up and down on-demand system. So if there's a big product launch next month, scale up instantly. Maybe there's a quieter quarter where you just need a few evergreen pieces. Then you can scale back without layoffs, without complicated contracts, without overhead. Your marketing output matches your marketing needs, flexibly and predictably. So the best brands today, they're not just building bloated internal teams that move like dinosaurs. They're building elastic marketing machines, flexible, fast, high-quality engines that drive growth every single day. Now, I know if you're listening to this and you're leading a marketing team, you've probably got a few questions popping up in your mind right now, and it's totally fair. Let's hit them head on. So let's talk about them. The first question is, can fast content really still be premium? Totally, but only if you set up the right system. Look, it's not just about rushing work or cutting corners. It's about designing a repeatable, scalable creative pipeline where brand alignment is baked into every step of the process, especially from the start. It's about having brand guides that actually mean something, not just PDFs collecting dust. It's about having creative partners who know your voice, your aesthetic, and your standards so that speed doesn't come at the cost of quality. Speed and quality, they're not just enemies, they're partners when you build the right production model. And honestly, the brands who understand that, they're the ones that are winning already right now. Another question is, well, isn't outsourcing risky for our brand voice and integrity? Yeah, I totally get it. It can feel a little bit risky if you do it the wrong way. If you treat outsourcing like pulling random freelancers off of Fiverr, yeah, you're going to get misaligned content and not everyone will be on the same page if you go that route. You're going to be losing consistency and your brand's going to feel stitched together and a little bit messy. But that's not what smart marketing leaders do. When you work with the right production partner, you're not just outsourcing, you're extending your brand, you're expanding your team instantly. You embed your brand guidelines into the process. You train your creative partner just like you would train a new internal hire, but much faster. You set clear creative approvals, brand standards, and communication. Another question, is there really ROI in speeding up content production? Oh, totally. 100% yes. And honestly, the ROI might be bigger than you're thinking because faster content production means faster launches. You get to market first. You set the narrative before your competitors even wake up. You generate revenue as you go to market much faster. It also leads to faster lead capture. Your campaigns go live when your audience is paying attention, not 3 months after the opportunity has passed. Faster customer acquisition. You close sales faster because your campaigns aren't stuck waiting on assets. All right, let's make this more real. And here's your move today. Audit your current pipeline. You want to actually ask yourself, honestly, how long does it actually take from when your team comes up with a campaign concept to when that campaign is live, published, and out to the world? How often do you hear, we need more time, or worse, it's still stuck in approvals, we're waiting? How many launch dates have you had to push back because the content simply wasn't ready yet, wasn't approved yet? Now, for being brutally honest, how often is leadership popping up into your inbox asking, why are we moving faster more than once a week? If any of those answers made you feel even a little bit uncomfortable, do these sound familiar? Because the longer that you accept that bottleneck as normal, the more ground you're losing every day. If you're still waiting 4 to 6 weeks just to ship basic campaign assets, you're bleeding market share and mind share of your customers. You're missing revenue and you're handing your competitors the window to take your customers that should be paying you. And honestly, you're better than that. Your brand deserves way better than that. Now listen, you don't have to pick anymore. You don't have to settle for either fast or good. You can and you should have both fast, premium, scalable content, all working in harmony to drive your marketing results. At Content Supply, That's exactly what we help marketing teams do. We remove bottlenecks, we streamline your production, and we build premium, scalable content engines that deliver brand level quality at real marketing speeds. No more missed launches, no more last minute scrambling, no more sacrificing your brand trust just to move faster. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe for more content just like this.